Hello, this is John Kvale, and this is our March capital market financial planning review video. And those of you with keen sense of view may know where I'm at. I love doing these videos remotely. The only challenge is sometimes if I don't have good Wi-Fi, and I'm lucky enough to have a tall set of cups to appease the 14-year-old to look into the camera. But here we go. I'm going to run over this one pretty quick so you get a lot of information on the quarters. So I'm going to move us up into the corner and we will get through this. I've got a couple of reminder reviews, and then I wanted to put some voice behind some things that have caused some confusion. So hopefully I will be able to do that. Reminder financial planning tip number 1 is the Homestead reminder. If you moved into a new primary residence last year, check your state, see if it's a good idea to homestead, using Texas as an example, our home state. It is a good idea to homestead. By the way, we do this video in a podcast format. So if you're driving down the wheel, keep driving down the road, keep your hands on the wheel. It's been a long day. I've been doing a lot of talking. I know all of you know that I like to talk, but I still get a little tongue-tied at the end of the day. And I'm wanting to get this out tomorrow because it'll be the first day of April. Second, personal, back to the video, what's important here. Second, financial planning personal reminder tip. Those of you that are in drive-only mode, I'm going to, why do we need our annual credit score? And it's just a reminder to do your annual credit score. I've highlighted the post, and in the post, you can go follow the instructions and get your free annual credit report. What I will say is be careful and not get upsold, because they try and have you sign up for a bunch of services that you don't need. So that's kind of the, it's free, but there's a cost to it, and that's dodging all of these services. Okay, this is what I wanted to put some words behind, because I had some confusion and with various folks, and it's a little bit of a confusing topic. Those of you that are in listen-only mode, I am on a graph on the CPI year-over-year change. I pulled this information from the BLS, Bureau of Labor Statistics, put it in an Excel graph, and it came out really great. And it did exactly what I wanted to do, but I don't know that I gave it enough words. So in this post, I talked about it a little bit. For those of you that are in listen-only mode, I'm looking at this graph, and it's January, February CPI for, in the whatever color you want to call this, orange, that's for 2022. And that is a comparable against the blue. So the blue is 2021. These are lower graphs. What I'm trying to bring out is the fact that as the economy really took off, I talked about this a lot in the newsletter, this time last year, we're going to have tougher comparisons. It's going to show up in the CPI. It's going to show up in the GDP. It's already showing up in some other economic numbers. What does that mean? Economy will naturally slow. The CPI will be comparing against much higher numbers, especially as we get into April and May, and then and June are big comparisons. So that will mean that we will see, most likely, yes, there are, as I mentioned in the post, there's a few things that are hanging around. That means we will see the CPI numbers come down. In order for the CPI numbers to stay elevated, they have to continue up at an increased rate. No, somebody just popped into the room. I'm in a conference room at a location where some of you will recognize. We've done some holiday parties here. So anyway, may review this again because it's caused a little bit of confusion. The reason I bring this out is because this could also very likely cause turbulence in the economy, and the economy, capital markets are a function of the economy. And so that's what's going on. I appreciate I'm almost finished. Somebody must need this office, and they may have it reserved. So those of you that are listening, thank you for your time. I'm scrolling back up to the top for the end of the March. We'll talk to you end of April. And like I said, I know you get a lot of information this time of the quarter. So thank you.